Hey, how's everybody doing today? This is Corey Lee's Boxing, and we're back with another banger. I hope everybody's doing good today, man, for sure. Let me wait till a couple people get in here. How's everybody doing today? Haha. Had to get a little sneak show in. Haha. Yeah. Can y'all hear me good out there? Let me know if y'all can hear me good. You know? I'm here. Black Horseman, what's good? Alteza, what's good? How everybody doing today, man? Y'all doing all right? We in the building, baby. Yeah. I see my screen a little choppy. That's why I asked y'all, man. But yeah, man. I got to get into it, man. I really got to get into it today about Anthony Joshua and Deontay Wilder, man. It's been going down. It's been a lot of talk. Guys like Cali Enigma. What's good, dog?
What's up, man?
What's going on, Dub Nation?
Everything's good, man.
Oh, everything good? Y'all good?
How we whipping that?
You know we good though. So fall back.
Ain't no falling back. You gotta, who are the defending champions? It ain't
Yeah, we gonna be the new champions this year. You know what time it is.
There's still who? Is the champion? Is the champion still around?
Nah, man, new champions, yo.
Still around.
The expert genius was good. Champ Ross was good. Jose, what's happening? Game time. What it do? Timmy Diamonds, what's happening, my brother? Smash that like button, my fellas. So yeah, man. I got to school Cali Enigma, man, on a couple things today on the show, man. You know how I do, man. But nah, man, Cali, good people, man. But like I'm saying, man, Cali, I really wanted to know your thoughts on this too, man. I really want to know, and you guys everywhere out there in the comment section and just listening, whose team is smarter, with the whole negotiation process? Is it Eddie Hearn, Team Joshua, or is it Al Heyman, Team Wilder? How you feeling about that, Cali? How you feeling, man?
I think it would depend on what happens in the next few months. Because at the end of the day, check this out. If Anthony Joshua or Wilder loses within the next year, because I don't think this fight's happening until like 2019, possibly 2020. Now, if one of those two guys end up losing, then whoever the loser is, if both of them lose, then no one was a winner.
But
you know what I mean?
I'm saying who's the smartest, negotiating tactics leading up to the fight? You know what I'm saying? Like, who's the smartest right now? So far into the negotiations, Deontay Wilder versus Anthony Joshua, who's been smarter on the negotiation status?
I mean, I guess you could say both. Here's the reason why. Because in
both?
the UK,
you said both. That's a head scratcher.
Yeah. Because the UK, the media believes Eddie Hearn, and in the US, the media believes Deontay Wilder's team. So at the end of the day, I guess
don't know. Dr. Blick was like, "Yo, he was feeling, what Wilder was saying."
No, I'm talking about the media.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the media, because the media with the UK, they're riding with Eddie Hearn, not really questioning him, letting him say whatever the hell he wants to say. He's over there contradicting himself, and all of it, no one ever says anything. Like, how come there's no follow-up questions when he goes over there? So he'll go run over to one of the YouTube media channels, and they rarely do follow-up questions with him, which is why he continues to run back to him.
If you were a journalist right now, say Cali Enigma had his journalist outfit on right now, right? And I'm being honest with you because this might happen one day. What are the top 3 key questions that you would ask Eddie Hearn right now, one-on-one? Cali Enigma and Eddie Hearn right now, if you could get him on the line right now.
Okay, if I had him on the line right now, first thing I would ask him, I said, okay, you've already come out and stated that Al Heyman and Shelley Finkel that they're both good, that their word is bond, right? So we agree to that. You've actually stated that on video. Okay, so that means you know they have the money. So you know they have the money, and you've been out here stating that their contract is no good, that it's not a real offer. Then how can you come back with a counter offer when the other side didn't make an offer? If you're saying that their offer is fake, then you can't counter a fake offer. So how do you explain? So if by countering their offer, their quote unquote supposedly fake offer, you're implying that the original offer was legit. That would be my first question. That'd be the first question with that. So and then I would follow up with, I said, okay, you might
leave him a little flustered after that.
Then I would say this. I said you actually booked the Barclays Center.
Who booked the Barclays Center?
Oh, Eddie Hearn did months ago. I think it was either at the end of last year. I think it was the end of December. It was either the end of December or early January.
Damn, that far back? Damn.
Yes, the Barclays Center for August 25th.
Uh-oh.
We've known that now. We know that was and what the date was for Anthony Joshua to make his USA debut.
Ooh.
Well, Big Baby Miller in Brooklyn. So if you book a fight,
is that still gonna be going down though?
It's still booked. So we'll see.
But what about the Alexander Povetkin talk?
Anthony Joshua came out today and said he only plans to fight twice this year. So it's a possibility that he's going to have to put somebody else in that card.
So he already fought one time. So that means only one more time this year.
Yeah, and the rumor is that if he fights Alexander Povetkin, it would be like in September. So I'm not buying that. I believe that he'll probably end up fighting again. They'll probably try to squeeze Alexander Povetkin, in my opinion. They'll probably try to convince Alexander Povetkin to try to move it back to January, possibly at the end of the year, even though he's saying that he's going to fight.
So if the fight, so let's just be, fans, don't get jumpy on us real quick. All right, just hear us out. All right, just saying hypothetically that the fight does not happen next.
Right.
Anthony Joshua fights Big Baby Miller.
Yeah, I think
I started to look that way though. I mean, that's how I'm looking.
You heard him throw that name out there. Eddie Hearn been throwing that name out there.
Because I mean, to be honest with you, that kind of makes a little bit of sense too, though. Because if he's gonna be a big star in America, you got to start in the Big Apple, though.
But here's the thing, though. Eddie Hearn has been talking about Big Baby Miller since last November. He's been. If you can go and watch videos on YouTube, and he said, "Oh yeah, I would like to make a fight with Big Baby Miller." That's what he said. Big Baby, Jarrell Miller versus Anthony Joshua next year. That's what he said. He was talking about. So he was talking about doing that all going all the way up to last year. So we have that, and I would ask him. I said, "You know what? You say that you can't. You said that you would like to make the fight with Deontay Wilder on Showtime, but since last year, there's been rumors of you trying to sign a network deal with HBO. So could that be one of the reasons why you're stalling?
Oh yeah, and that's another thing too, y'all. I'm almost positive that Anthony Joshua's Showtime deal is up, right? Or he has one more fight left.
Yeah, there's no more fights left.
There's no more fights left, right? So listen, ladies and gentlemen, I know a lot of shows haven't really talked about this, but Anthony Joshua is a free agent right now as we speak. Right now as we speak, Anthony Joshua, network-wise, can go anywhere he wants, y'all. And I'm just, but dog, Look at the fucking numbers that HBO did with Big Baby Miller. That's awful.
I know, but did you hear about Big Baby Miller? See, it doesn't matter. Even Eddie Hearn, man, he's trying his best right now. Why do you think he's trying to go around signing a bunch of American fighters right now? He's trying to sign a bunch of American fighters because he wants to take a bunch of. He's actually trying to sign a bunch of Al Heyman fighters because he needs a bigger stable to take to HBO. Because right now the stable who's taking to HBO is trash. It's pretty much AJ.
It's
only
pretty
AJ
much
and Kell Brook.
It's pretty much B class fighters.
Well, it's AJ and Kell Brook. That's it. Those are really his only. Well, okay, let me throw Amir Khan in there too. But I mean, it's a matter of Amir Khan gets knocked out by someone.
You talking about Danny Jacobs too, right? Who you talking about?
Danny Jacobs too. Let me see, but I mean, Danny Jacobs hasn't even looked impressive in his last two fights. So it's. I'm just telling you, the stable that he's taking.
So you think they're gonna be bringing Kell Brook to America?
Oh yeah, I would definitely think that they would. If they bring him over here, at least his fights will be held on HBO because they don't want to just. I think HBO only wants Joshua, but I think that Eddie Hearn's trying to leverage HBO into a Matchroom network deal, and not just an Anthony Joshua network deal. You know what I'm saying? So he wants to have.
So right now, if you had to call on your own right now, if you had to say one thing right now, would you say Eddie Hearn is he sinking the boat, or is the boat, in cruise control?
I would say it's oh man, it's somewhere in between. Yeah, I would say it's not in cruise control. I would say it's taking on a little bit. I would say
question right there though.
I would say it's taking on a little bit of water.
What's up, Larry?
Here's the case. I think they're gonna sign a deal. I think they're gonna sign a deal with HBO with Joshua. I don't think he's gonna be able to get too many other fighters on it. I don't think he can get Jamal and Jermell Charlo. I know he wanted to sign Errol Spence Jr. and Deontay Wilder too. He also wanted Tyson Fury. If he could have signed all those fighters and took that to HBO, HBO would have given him a network deal. But I don't think he's gonna get the multi-fighter deal that he was looking for. I think he's gonna have to settle for that. But I think he was trying to leverage. He was trying to use HBO's leverage to try to sign other fighters on, and I think that's going to be the big announcement.
My personal opinion about the whole situation is, I think Eddie Hearn is one of those type of guys, man. He's trying to be a sharpshooter with a lot of sharks in the water, though, man. I mean, you got to understand, man. Al Heyman is taking over boxing, man, and for a guy like Eddie Hearn to come into boxing, man. I was listening to Blood Boxing Talk the other day, man. Hey, man, they were kind of hitting on the fact that maybe it could be pretty much like a blackball type situation going on with Eddie Hearn. Al Heyman might be trying to like kind of try to, pretty much buy him out type deal.
Well, here's the HBO.
Not buy him out, but like damn, what were they talking about? Like
Are you talking about getting frozen out? Basically, you're trying.
Yeah, like frozen out. That's the word I'm looking for.
Yeah,
like when Al Heyman has so much money and fucking Eddie Hearn's trying to come into the America and put his feet down, man. Al Heyman could rightfully so take his feet from underneath him, man. Do not bite the hand that feeds you, Eddie, because in actuality, Danny Jacobs is still Al Heyman's fighter.
Yes, he is. And so is Celeste.
Man. People don't even know that, man.
They
keep thinking that those are solely, Eddie Hearn's fighters. No, Al Heyman's still eating off of them.
Don't forget, Amir Khan is also Al Heyman fighter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
So he needs help. But here's the thing, though, like I'm saying. The promoter can probably work in the UK, but over here, Danny Jacobs' name hasn't blown up, and he hasn't grown any more than since he's been. Remember, before he signed with Matchroom, his name hasn't changed. His name recognition is the same as it was before he signed with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn has done nothing for his career, man. Maybe he's added a few $100,000 to his bank account. But
so do you think with the transition of Amir Khan being on Eddie Hearn's stable, do you think that Amir Khan could possibly help it stable out right now?
It can help him in the UK. I mean, I guess in the UK, but it's not gonna.
Do you
It's
think
not helping him in America.
Do you think Khan's pretty much washed here in America? Washed meaning washed up in America.
We'd have to see him against some of the better welterweights. It's a possibility.
We had to see him on the canvas numerous times. That's what American fight fans remember about Amir Khan. If you want to be technical.
Oh, you're right, man. To me, I think Amir Khan is just. I'm glad we just brought up Amir Khan. Amir Khan is dumb. He's not striking while the iron's hot. He should fight Kell Brook because that.
Why don't you fight Kell Brook though? You're running from him. You're in the press comp. You're in the ring saying pretty much everything that sounds good, but then you walk away.
Hey man,
walk away.
All right, that's probably. I bet you both fighters can get $10 million a piece in the UK off that.
Minimum.
You know what I'm saying? I think Khan.
You see, Eddie Hearn hasn't said one peep about that because it's probably still in the clause that Amir Khan gets one more fight, one more touch-up fight. That's my personal opinion.
I think Eddie Hearn wanted to talk about that fight. I think Eddie Hearn has been wanting to make that fight, but how
much people came to? I know it was about 7,000 that came to Kell Brook's comeback versus Rabinchenko. How many people came to Amir Khan's comeback? I'm curious about that.
I don't know, man. Maybe somebody in the comment section knows that. I don't know how many people.
Does anybody in the comment section know how many people came to see Amir Khan in the UK in his last fight? His most recent fight. Any fight fans out there, let me know, man. I know we got some diehard ones out there. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. Champ Ross says he keeping Jacobs active. That's one of the main reasons why he signed with a promoter. That's true too, Champ Ross. I can definitely feel you because when you're with Al Heyman, you'll be sitting on the sidelines. You're going to get paid handsomely, but you're going to be on sideline bed rest.
That's true too, but I mean, if you can say that's the case, then how come Errol Spence?
But you see, when sometimes when those fighters jump ship, like a la, James DeGale jumped ship, and look what happened. He came right back to Al Heyman, and Al Heyman got him a rematch clause.
Hey, listen to this. Hey, remember, but look at Errol Spence Jr. about to fight. That's not necessarily true that he's getting more fights. Is he really going to fight more times?
Earl Spence is a hot commodity. And
he's going to fight 3 times this year.
And like you just said, Callie, you got to strike when the iron's hot.
Right. And that's why I'm saying Errol Spence Jr. is going to fight 3 times this year without no promoter. So, I mean, I think Danny Jacobs could have done that too. All you got to do is just make some fights. But Danny Jacobs was looking for more money. He's getting a little bit more money than he was before.
My personal opinion is, why don't you put Danny Jacobs in with a European fighter and fight Danny Jacobs in the UK?
Hey, Danny Jacobs said that he wanted to do that, but
I think Danny Jacobs could probably make a lot of money, man, fighting like a Liam Smith or fighting like a fighter on that type of level or a James DeGale. I mean, I know these are weight classes around his weight division, but I'm searching for names out there, man. What's some good 160-pounders that's in the UK right now? Martin Murray? I mean, shit, Billy Joe Saunders is ready to fight him.
But here's the thing. This is what killing Danny Jacobs right now. He's not attracting enough people to his fights in his hometown.
Not even attracted in his hometown, man. A lot of people used to say that shit about Danny. Danny, who is Danny Garcia? Right after Danny Garcia knocked out Amir Khan, they still had to build Danny Garcia, okay? He was not still selling out, arenas and stuff like that. This is before Zab Judah fights. This is like the Eric Morales Chu fight. You know what I'm saying? And fights like that where he was getting his reputation built up, but he was still what people wanted to fight him, but it was kind of like a high risk, like a low reward but the risk wasn't that high neither though. It's kind of like a low risk, low reward. No, like a middle risk, low reward type thing. But what I'm trying to say is, you know, with the whole situation with Danny Garcia, you see how Al Heyman blossomed him into like a sellout arena fighter, man. 14,000. They did Deontay Wilder numbers before Deontay Wilder Luis Ortiz numbers. Let's go.
I know, and that's my problem. I said, but that's a shame. That's a shame that
smash the like button and subscribe. Me and Cali Enigma in the building on a Monday.
No, that's a shame that fighters from outside of the state of New York can come in and sell out of an arena, and two Brooklyn fighters on the same card can't even draw 8,000. You got Jarrell Big Baby Miller. Jarrell Big Baby Miller can't even
Miller talking about he got a Lambo and shit. I don't give a fuck about your cars, dog. You can't even sell out your own stadium in your own hometown, man. Your backyard. You want to talk about smashing Deontay Wilder's wife? You need to be talking about trying to smash those numbers at the box office, baby.
Yeah, and here's the thing though, too. How come he's not headlining at in Barclays? He's from Brooklyn.
You know what I want to see Jarrell Miller since I'm glad we got on Jarrell Miller right now, y'all. And recent news, y'all, this is a good matchup for Jarrell Miller. He will actually become a world champion if he takes this fight. Manuel Charr versus Jarrell Miller. That's a good fight, dog. I'm sorry. That's a good fight because Jarrell Miller could win that fight.
He should win that fight.
Jarrell Miller could win that fight. And he'll be the WBA world champion if he wins that fight.
And that will put him direct line for a title shot.
Direct line.
It looked like he's gonna get in. It looked like he's gonna get in anyway, though.
Because he said Manuel Charr's been saying my name. He said, I don't have no disrespect for Manuel Charr because I know he got shot up and stuff like that. And that's a good story. But I'm trying to feed my family. I'll fight him. Yeah, I'll fight Manuel Charr. Well, who you got winning that fight? I got Big Baby Miller, and I'm surprised I'm saying that, but look at the competition, man.
Yeah, the heavyweight division is not really stacked,
and I told y'all before the fight started that he wasn't going to look good against Duhaupas, and I said that Jacobs was not going to be looking good against Alecki. Those were fights that were mismatches, but they were not knockout mismatches. You see what I'm saying? There's a difference.
Right. But at least Jacobs got a knockdown. I mean, Jarrell Big Baby Miller didn't even get a knockdown.
But listen, you know how hard Duhaupas was about 2-3 years ago when Deontay Wilder faced him. He didn't get knocked out. He got stopped by the referee. He didn't get knocked out at the end, though. Deontay Wilder could not put Duhaupas away with one blow or two blows or three blows. Duhaupas got shaky, but he never even went down, I don't even think, man.
No, he didn't. He just took a beating.
He took an ass whooping, man.
Yeah.
He stole something.
No, but that's true, though. But that's what I'm saying, though. But here's the thing, though. Big Baby Miller and I was looking at Duhaupas. It looked like times he could have done something. Big Baby Miller said he could have stepped it up, but he don't know how to sit on his punches, man. And that's why he don't throw with no power. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of like he kind of throws a lot of arm punches, he throws amateur punches.
Yo, Angel Santos said, "Yo, Corey, congrats on breaking 500, bro. Let's get that next 500 to 1K." He said, "What's up, Cali Enigma?"
Tell him I said, "What's up, man?"
Yeah, that's Alex Santos. But yeah,
man, I told you it's gonna get it before. I told you. I said I expect you'll hit 500 by the end of July, beginning of August.
Yo, you said the June Jones though one time. I thought, you was killing me with the June Jones. I was like, he might be right. I said
July, August. I said July, August. For real.
Yeah. I was like, damn, this dude Cali might know what he's talking about though.
Yeah, it's coming, bro. You're gonna hit 1,000. I'm telling you. But I tell you, at least by the first week of August, at the latest, you'll hit 1,000.
He got the date down though. Hey, yo, I didn't celebrate with the 500, y'all, but I'm gonna celebrate with 1,000, man, because that's gonna be a big feat for
you can start sending you super chats then, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna celebrate, I'm gonna throw a big live party, man. I'm gonna invite all my boys, man, and You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna invite like everybody, man. That's
Hey,
yo. When I hit 1,000, y'all, that's the show that for non in 78 Sports, and I'm gonna have all the big hitters on my show, dog. Yeah.
hey, monetize. Make sure you monetize your channel though. When you do that, I mean, you know what I mean, so you can get the start receiving super chats. So you might want to start looking into that, so you can be ready to receive super chats.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that off air though.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. And yeah, man, pretty much right now, what we're trying to talk about, man, we're talking about Big Baby Miller. He put on a disgusting performance against Duopa. That followed up by Danny Jacobs putting on a grossly performance with Selecki, almost getting his ass beat by the white boy. Yes, the white boy. Pretty much everybody on my panel had Selecki winning, man.
Yeah. And man,
But you know what though, man? And I'm gonna be honest, man. I told y'all when they read the shit out, because I muted everybody for the final results. I said, I bet you it's gonna be close. I bet you it's gonna be close. And the shit was not even close for Selecki. It was close. It was far away.
I told you, I said, you know that them scores ain't gonna be close. You remember I told you that it wasn't gonna be close.
Oh, Realistic Boxing says new sub. Oh, man, shout out, man. Realistic Boxing, yo. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. You already know, dog.
Yeah, I told you the scorecards weren't gonna be close. I told you they weren't gonna be competitive. This was a showcase fight. And then if you just pay attention to the way HBO was scoring it, you know what I mean? I have cats, there's cats out there who actually disagree with us. I don't mind that.
So let me ask everybody in the comment section, man, because this is a legitimate fight that probably will happen next, man. You got Danny Jacobs and you got Jamal Charlo, man. This fight can go down, man. I mean, to be honest with you, after looking at this shit that just happened on Saturday night, y'all, I'm being honest with y'all now. I'm trying to be honest, man. I'm going to speak into the camera when I say this, man. I'm going to try to be as close and be as, official as I can be right now, y'all. After looking at the performance that he put on with Selecki, man. Because my personal opinion is after looking at Selecki and seeing him that he get dropped by Danny Jacobs and seeing some of the vulnerabilities that him getting hit, I think Charlo might have put him to sleep, man. I'm just being honest, man. The 160-pound Charlo, yeah, I think he might put Selecki to sleep, man. I'm being honest, though, man.
Oh, but he'd be just as big as, almost damn near as big as Danny Jacobs, though, so I can actually see that happening.
And I'm being honest right now, y'all. The fight breakdown, man. Danny Jacobs versus Charlo, man. Charlo might get outboxed some of the fight. I'm being honest with y'all, man. He's been outboxed before, man. He's been down in some fights before, man, and he came back and knocked him out. You know what I'm saying? Like, both Charlos have been outboxed before. You got Julian, what is it? Not Julian J-Rock Williams.
Yeah,
not J-Rock. J-Rock was winning the fight, but I'm talking about the other guy from the Virgin Islands. What's his name? You know who I'm talking about?
No, I do know who you're talking about, man.
He was outboxing Charlo, man, for some of that fight. I'm being honest, man. He was outboxing Charlo. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying.
Come on now. Come on. What's his name again? Come on, man. Come on. I know somebody got his name.
I know.
Come on, man. What the hell is his name again?
He was outboxing that nigga. He was winning the whole fight. Even the scorecards had him winning, dog. Like handily, too.
But you know what, though? Hey, to get on this, though, hey, you know what? One thing I looked at in that fight, though, and I keep watching in Danny Jacobs fights, it's when a good jabber gives him problems, man. And I'm telling you, Jamal Charlo has the best jab at 160 right now.
For real?
And Danny Jacobs just can't get out of the way of the jab.
John Jackson was outboxing him.
But at the end of the day, it don't matter if you get the knockout. I mean, that's the same thing. Because that's the same thing with Deontay Wilder.
You're right, though, man.
Get knocked out.
was good, man. He said I rescored the fight 6-4. He said 6-4 to Jacobs, not including the knockdown. Then he says Robert Stewart said 50-50 fight, but I'm rolling with Charlo. But Jacobs could probably outbox Charlo. Alex Santos says if Charlo gets them jabs on Jacobs, it's going to be a problem. Trey X says Jackson. Shout out Trey X. Robert Stewart says Trout was giving Charlo some work. Fox. Hey, Trey X, check your email, Trey X. What you were saying, though?
Yeah, Jacobs ain't as slippery as no Trout, though, man. You know what I'm saying? Jacobs tends to fight flat-footed. He at some point in the fight, he always does it, and he becomes available to hit. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. Danny Jacobs in every fight he's been in, at some point he becomes available to hit.
But to be honest with you, man, to be completely honest with y'all, man, I honestly, I know I'm gonna switch the subjects real quick, y'all. But my show on Thursday, man, I know I'm gonna talk a lot about this fighter I'm ready to name, y'all. And I'm probably gonna have to take a lot of bets, y'all. I'm gonna take a lot of bets on my show Thursday for this, man. But
Tony Bellew. I already know, man. I got Bellew getting knocked out, man.
Yes! Yeah! Kylie, you came to your senses. Yes!
As long as David Haye don't blow off some knee, a toe, an arm, something like that, man, he just gets hurt so much. He's injury prone like bicep. But hold on, at least I think David Haye's injuries are legit. I don't believe in Keith. I think Keith Thurman's injuries.
So listen, y'all, with the fight coming down, man, Tony Bellew versus David Haye is coming up this weekend, y'all. David Haye was the unified champion at cruiserweight. He was a world champion at heavyweight. Tony Bellew was a cruiserweight champion at WBC. This fight will be at heavyweight. I really think since David Haye turned vegan, man, the power ain't there, man. That vegan diet, man. That vegan diet is fucking David Haye's power up, man.
I agree, man. I think the leg.
I'm being honest, man.
I think the leg injuries would definitely sap away your power, man. When your legs aren't.
Oh, you think so? The legs, yeah.
I don't think the vegan diet had nothing to do with that. When you start to lose,
shout out Casey Robinson. He says David Haye needs to hang him up, win or lose. Damn, Casey.
I agree, man. He's 37, but he's an old 37 with all his injuries, man.
Yo, listen, y'all. If David Haye gets a knockout within 5 rounds of Tony Bellew, I want to see him versus Anthony Joshua next.
He getting Anthony Joshua fight. That's happening anyway. You know that, right? That's a big fight in the UK.
So where does Anthony Joshua and Jarrell Miller fit in, or the Povetkin fit in? Like, how does all this fit in, man?
Jarrell Miller gonna fit in. Definitely gonna fit in either before Povetkin or after Povetkin. But here's the thing: that he better hope it's before Povetkin, because you never know, man. You never know about. I think Anthony Joshua should be able to take care of Povetkin, but you never know, man. You just never know, man. That's a dangerous fight, man. Because Anthony Joshua don't move his head. He has no upper body movement, man. And that left hook, if he lands it, could end the fight. So, you know what I'm saying? So, that's a dangerous fight.
Who can end the fight?
Povetkin, if he lands that left hook, man. But I got Anthony Joshua knocking out Alexander Povetkin. I do. I think he knocks him out. I think he jabs him, and he sets up. He gets Povetkin hurt, and he finishes him with combination punches. I don't think that's a fight that's going to the scorecards. I've heard other people.
My personal opinion, I think, hold on. Alex Santos says, I can't wait when David Haye finally gets Bellew out of his way and he goes back fighting in the title picture. Yeah, Alex Santos, that's what I want to see, man. Give yourself a pat on the back, man. For the David Haye comeback.
Beating up Pretty Ricky is not a fight that should put you in a
Tony Bellew knocked down knock down Adonis Stevenson, though. Come on, the power might be there, though. I don't know.
Knocked out by the Adonis Stevenson. You know, so at the end of the day, man, still he got voted.
Yo, how did David Haye go from beating up 7 foot tall grown men, 7 feet tall, 300-pound grown men, to fucking losing to Tony Bellew, man?
Well, that's 7 foot. That's 7 foot.
The fall from grace. God damn.
Knocked out a 7 foot stiff, man. But just keep it 100. The 7 foot stiff. He was there to be available to get hit.
Nah, man, that 7 foot dog. He was a champion, though, man.
That showed you what? That told you everything about the heavyweight division at that time, though, man. Heavyweight division was absolute trash.
Yo, David Haye rocked his ass. He almost knocked him out.
I know. I'm just telling you, man.
Man, how you go from that to losing to Bellew? But yo, truth be told, y'all, if y'all go back and watch that Bellew fight, David Haye was missing a lot of fucking power punches, dog. Damn. He was throwing everything but the kitchen sink, and he was missing with the kitchen sink.
But that's the thing. That's why you need to change. That's why
I feel like a healthy David Haye is gonna connect on some of them power punches, and that shit's gonna hurt, dog.
No, but that's why you gotta vary the speed of your punch. You can't load up on everything,
dog.
man.
I'm letting you know, dog. I'm taking all bets, all push-up live bets on my live show Thursday night at 8 p.m. Here on Corley Boxing. I'm taking all live bets on the Tony Bellew versus David Haye rematch. All right. I lost some dough on the David Haye first fight, man. The odds were like, man, shit, man. Them shits were crazy, dog. Like, you don't even want to know the odds, man. It was like 6-1 or some shit. Something crazy, dog.
Who knew that he was gonna blow his Achilles out?
I know. And he still fought to the 10th round. That's a soldier, yo. That's a soldier, yo.
You can't guess that. So that changes everything. And so Pretty Ricky won because dude blew his Achilles out. You know what I mean? Pretty Ricky.
So how you think the second fight gonna go, man? Be honest though, Callie. Be honest though, Callie. I mean, this ain't no walk in the park, man.
No, it's not. If he's gonna load up on a bunch of punches, then he could miss a lot of shots and tire out and lose that way. I don't think he's gonna do that. I think he'll fight a smarter fight. He'll be more methodical, and he'll look to set up the power punches. And I think he'll end up stopping him. Maybe between 6 and 8 rounds. I see David Haye knocking out Pretty Ricky.
6 and 8 rounds. You heard it here first, man. My boy Callie, dog. He in the building. So yeah, man. And another note, man. Have you seen Sean Porter's recent shenanigans?
Yeah. Well, how about Earl Spence Jr.? Why don't he fight?
Yeah. Why is he calling out every? Oh my.
You know, when it comes, he talks tough.
Sean Porter, man.
Yeah, he talks tough when it comes to Danny Garcia, but when they ask him about Earl Spence Jr., he'd be like, well, I wasn't ranked in the IBF, you know what I mean? And you're getting a free shot on the IBF. You know, man, the fact they weren't ranked in the IBF, I mean, why would you want to do that? You know what I mean? And, we've been paying sanctioning fees for the WC, so you still get a free shot at the IBF. Well, you don't even have to go through no gauntlet. You could go straight to the front of the line. Yeah, but we didn't put in time and dedication to the WA, but you still get a free shot for the IBF. You used to be IBF champion. Nah, but they didn't rank us. That's disrespectful. But you still get to go directly to the front of the line for a title shot.
Yo,
yeah, all kind of excuses.
Shout out Fox Strikes. He says he and Danny are almost guaranteed to fight though. And then shout out Larry. He says vegans can't crack. He said vegans cannot crack. Vegans have no power. That's what Larry's saying, dog.
I disagree.
Shout out to all the vegans with power.
I disagree with that, man.
I love meat. Pause though.
No, I disagree with it. I just think it had everything to do with the injuries to its lower extremities. When you're having leg problems, man, your power doesn't come from your upper body; it comes from your
I
lower
don't know,
base.
man. I feel like David Hay was more fuller when he was, like I feel like he was more brawlic, man. Like when he knocked out Derek Chisora, he was like muscle, man. Now he's like more leaned out more. No
Isn't Deontay
power though.
Wilder
No
lean, though?
power though. No
Hold on, I
power.
know Deontay Wilder's not a vegan, but isn't he lean?
Man, that power, that's that Bama power, man.
That's what I'm saying. So your body type doesn't really have anything to do with your power. Because look at Big Baby Miller, man. You know what I'm saying? The size don't matter. That's something you're born with. Power for the most part. Now, some people have it and they don't know how to translate it. Through because their technique is off. But if once you get your technique correct, then all of a sudden
Yo,
you start.
shout out Larry. He says I don't want to see Joshua versus any of them. Povetkin looked like ass against Price. True that. True that. He says a dog is only as good as his last fight, and Povetkin looked like a dog shit.
He did, but here's the thing, though. He still gonna
I
get that.
still ain't watched that whole fight, yo. Did Alexander Povetkin really get hurt in that fight?
Yes, he did. He to me, if Price had any kind of killer in him, he could have finished the guy, man, if he would have came out in the next round. But in the next round, he came out like being methodical and slow and not hopping on. He allowed Povetkin to get his legs back, which is horrible. I'll tell you one thing. Deontay Wilder would have never allowed dude to get his legs back. No way, no how. He coming out next round looking to get dude out of there.
So what did David Price do? Did he just hurt him in the bell rung?
No, man, he threw a left hook, and only thing that saved him from going down is he flew into the ropes. So the referee gave him a standing 8 count.
Oh, so he was that hurt. He got countered. He got a count though.
Yeah, he got.
Oh, he was that hurt though.
He was hurt. He was hurt bad. And for whatever reason, the bell rung, so the bell ended up ringing. He got saved by the bell. But then, for whatever reason, David Price decided, nah, I don't need to go for the kill. Man, the next round, when the guy gets hurt at the end of the round,
hey, how David Price said it though, Callie.
he's like, man, I don't have to go for the kill. I'm like, why would you go for the kill? If you hurt a guy at the end of the next round, aren't you going to try to test him?
Callie said, David Price said, yeah, he hurt his shit, but nah, I don't got to go for the kill. Nah, I ain't got to go for the kill.
Like, if you hurt a guy at the end of the round, you're going to at least test him, see if he hasn't recovered, right? You know what I'm saying, Corey? You in the ring.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes Deontay Wilder different in all those heavyweights, dog. But I think that David Hay has that killer instinct too, man, about that, when he sees somebody hurt. Because he got Derek Chisora hurt, and he got his ass out of there.
Yeah, but that's what it's about.
And David Hay hurt Deontay Wilder in sparring too, but that's a whole nother topic, man. But I just want to see David Hay win this fight, and then that's what it is, man. But, the Sean Porter thing, will he get the Danny fight? Yeah, but I got Danny winning that fight. You know what I'm saying? I got Danny beating Sean Porter. And for the fight, for the Deontay Wilder and the Eddie Hearn shenanigans that we were talking about in the beginning, man, I think Eddie Hearn, and the whole Deontay Wilder situation is when he said he had that bag for Eddie Hearn, and he said he had $50 million. I mean, would you doubt Al Heyman for not having $50 million?
Well, no, I wouldn't. I know Al Heyman has a $50 million, and so does Eddie Hearn. And for Eddie Hearn,
so why do we get all these hates? Because I mean, in my chat, in my videos that I made, man, I had to delete a lot of messages, man. They came at me kind of hard.
Why? Because those are Eddie Hearn fans. It's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life.
I mean, I'm having lunch at work, dude, and my shit is just blowing up.
I've never in my life have seen a promoter with fans. I don't understand. Maybe it's this UK thing or something, but in America, we've never liked the promoter in America. Ever. We've always hated the promoter. Because the promoter, we always knew the promoter was full of shit.
You got Don King. You got that white dude that I don't know that white dude that did Mike Tyson that Don King stole from Mike. Remember Don King stole Mike Tyson from that white guy. Remember?
Oh, you talking about Customato? I mean, I guess he kind of, but Customato was his man.
Not Customato. It was another white.
Kevin Rooney was his trainer though.
It wasn't him. It was a white promoter that had Mike Tyson before Don King had.
Oh, okay.
The same promoter that promoted Tommy Morrison. I know my shit, dog.
Okay, now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I know my shit, dog. Because he said that, him and Don King, they did a Tommy Morrison interview, and they said that him and Don King were still in court about Mike Tyson, and this shit was like in 93 when they did the Tommy Morrison interview. I'm like, God damn, dude, you lost that dude like 5 years ago.
That was easy. That was easy for Don King to get because first thing, Don King promised. He said, "I'll get you a title shot and all this other, and get you this and get you that. I'll get you more money." He did that. I'll give you this, Don King. One thing Don King did do, he gave us the fights we wanted to see. He would rob both fighters in the during the fight. You know what I mean? During the build-up of the fight, from the back end money, he's still that too. You know what I'm saying? He pay him, but he was still a whole bunch of that money. But at the end of the day, though, we still got the fights he wanted to see. No one liked Don King though either, but we still got the fights we wanted to see.
My personal opinion about the whole situation is, man, I think that the promoters nowadays, they're more for self. I feel like they're not more for the fighters. I feel like back then, every promoter's for self. Let's get that straight right now. Every promoter is for self right now. Every promoter is for their self. They need to, they eat, sleep, and think self. You know what I'm saying? But the promoters back then made sure their fighters was eating though, and they were eating really good. I mean, you got the Julio Cesar Chavez's of the world. He was eating damn good on just Mike Tyson undercards. Fast forward to now, man. You got Deontay Wilder, and who's on Deontay Wilder's undercard? Well, shit, we can start with Deontay Wilder, man. Deontay Wilder's not even making half as much right now as Mike Tyson was making back in his heyday.
No, but Anthony Joshua's making half as much as Mike Tyson. Because remember, Mike Tyson was making $30 million a fight.
You say he was making how much a fight?
Making $30 million a fight. Mike Tyson was killing. Think about that today in today's money. That's got to be like $40 million, something like that today.
That's like between 40 and 60 million, probably.
Something like that. I got to go back and crunch the numbers and check it out. But that's way more than on what any of the heavyweights are doing currently right now. So and you know what? Like I keep, but Mike Tyson at the time too, he wasn't really fighting at Vegas that much. He was making a lot of his fights were in Atlantic City.
Yeah, that's what I was saying, man. But my personal opinion about the whole situation is, I think Eddie Hearn needs to just go ahead and just, be truthful with the fans, man. We want to know what you're gonna do. We want to know, truthfully what your next move is. I know he's not gonna, just come out and tell us, oh, well, I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna sit down with this person, because I feel like even though he tells us he's gonna do this, we still don't know what the fuck Eddie Hearn's gonna really do.
He not gonna do anything because he has a big enough group of people to fall on. Because at the end of the day, no matter what, he can just blame Deontay Wilder. No matter how many times he lies in different interviews, he could do 7 interviews in one day, and he'll tell every interviewer something different. And his fans will go around, and they will defend him. And they're like, matter of fact, I actually had a guy in my comment section today on the video I put out, and you know what he told me? This is what he told me. He said, you know what? I've been asking a lot of Wilder fans to tell me when Eddie Hearn's lied, because they've never been able to provide any evidence. I said, man, I can't even talk to this dude. Like, why would I continue discussion with someone that stupid? That's someone who's either.
What he say, dog?
He said, I've been waiting for Wilder fans to show me that Eddie Hearn's lied. They haven't been able to show me any evidence yet. I said, oh, okay. This guy's either he's got the liar willfully ignorant or just flat out stupid. I think it's the third one.
Eddie Hearn, man. Eddie Hearn brings out some of the nasty in people, man. I swear, man.
It's like, really, dude? I said, how? I said, all those lies and all those videos. He said, you got to prove me. I said, I ain't proving up, looking up nothing for you, because all you do is go to YouTube and just start listening to his interviews. Just pull up all his interviews and just listen to them all back to back. Just, you can listen to like 5 of them. You tell me if he's saying the same thing in every one of them. And he ain't gonna do that, because he don't. If when you want to believe,
but to be honest with you, when big fights start happening like back to back for Eddie Hearn, he's gonna start. You're gonna see a lot of lies, dog. Be honest though, dog. And to be honest with you, man, I think Eddie Hearn is. To be honest with you, I think he's just digging himself a deeper hole, man, with the whole Deontay Wilder situation, man. I think Al Heyman is already. They already got him where they want him at, man. They got him at bay.
Man, Eddie Hearn wants to be Hollywood. He don't give a fuck if he gets caught in a lie. He loves it anyway. He loves the lie. He's having fun with this shit. This is fantastic to him. He's like, I'm lying. People believe me. There's people who don't believe me. But at the end of the day, people are talking about me. They have their camera on me. It's all about me. Me. Guess what? Fantastic. I'm the biggest star. I'm a bigger star than Anthony Joshua. I'm a bigger star than Kell Brook. I'm a bigger star than Amir Khan and Danny Jacobs. At the end of the day, when it comes to the press conference, I'm gonna speak up a lot. People definitely gonna want to get my word. They want to have the camera and the microphone on me.
Fox Strike says, yup, because Wilder's team are the angels in this process. They always tell the truth. Oh shit!
There ain't no angels. There ain't no angels.
Oh shit!
Let me go.
Fox Strikes. Yeah.
I will say this. Deontay Wilder's team.
Why Fox Strikes trying to come at the joint like that? Though? Why he doing that?
Let me say this. Deontay Wilder's team is more consistent, but I ain't gonna say no angels. There ain't no angels in this. This is all about money, man, and posturing and things of that nature. So there ain't no angels in this. That's the one thing that's not true. I'm gonna tell you that right now. If you're gonna give me there's no angels, not in the sport of boxing, man. It's always about money, and it's dirty, and it's disgusting, and it's frustrating, and it's always gonna be that way. Because Eddie Hearn's number one priority is to make sure that he gets more money than everybody, even more than Joshua. I made a video. I said my number one priority right now was for when the Wilder Joshua negotiations begin, is to make sure that Anthony Joshua was in that room with Deontay Wilder, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, and Eddie Hearn. And I just want to see what
Larry says Hearn wants fame himself.
Yep. That's you damn right he does. He is so excited to be over here in the American market. They said, so when are you gonna move? He said, I'm already over here. He's looking going to Hollywood and things like that. I'm telling you right now, this guy's planning to be a global superstar. He wants to be an American superstar here. If he didn't lie so much, I actually think he could have been he has a hell of a personality, man. The guy didn't lie so much. I mean, he wouldn't be getting shredded. He don't give a damn. To me, he's a guy. He don't give a fuck. He wants fame. He's like some of these rappers out here, man, telling on himself and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker out there rob shit and then like go get on Instagram like, look what I stole. Look at me. Look at my face. Look at me and shit. Come on. Yeah, I robbed him. Yeah, I did. I did it at this time too. Come on, police, come get me. Come on, feds, show up. That's Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn will lie. In the middle of that lie, he tells so many lies that he forgets that he lied about that and this and that. End up telling the truth. He lies so much that he accidentally tells the truth. So he'll tell
my God.
Just throw the hurricane of lies, and then he'll accidentally tell the truth. And I'm like, oh, he finally told the truth. And they're like, well, I never said that. Like, wait a minute, yes, you did. We just got you a video saying that like yesterday. And they're like, I really never said that. And then Eddie Hearn fans, they'll listen to this. I played videos.
Oh my God!
I know Eddie Hearn lying. Then I'll be like, "Well, you're just Eddie Hearn hater. You're just a hater." I said, "I just played him lying. You're a hater, Eddie Hearn. You're just mad. You're jealous. You're just jealous. You're just hating on AJ." I said, Eddie Hearn just told a lie here, though, right?
Yeah.
You're just a hater. You're just
Damn,
a
dog.
hater. So you just want to
Fox
see
Strike
AJ
says
fail.
Fox Strike says if only Heyman wasn't so shady, he could catch him. He said we could catch it. We could catch him lying like the rest too. Wow.
I mean, Al Heyman doesn't even speak.
Adam Heyman doesn't say a word, man.
So how the fuck you gonna say he's shady? I mean, I'm pretty sure he does some shady shit, but we don't know. He doesn't speak.
What you say,
Al
Kyle?
Heyman
I'm
said
pretty
anything?
sure.
What Fox Strikes Back is from the UK, right? You never fucking heard Al Heyman say shit. You hear Eddie Hearn says
Is Fox Strike's a Anthony Joshua supporter? I mean, it's cool if he is. I ain't saying you
there's
can't.
nothing wrong with it, but come on,
There's
man.
nothing wrong with being an Anthony Joshua supporter, man. Just don't go over the cliff, man.
Come on, you gotta be like, well, yeah, we're gonna catch Al Heyman saying something crazy. He don't even fucking talk. But Eddie Hearn says something, talks like.
Larry got something to say to Fox. He's like, Fox. Larry says, Fox. He says, here's the facts. Eddie offered Wilder $12.5 million through email. No proof of funds, contracts, nothing.
Nothing.
Hearn Finkel offered Eddie and Anthony $50 million against 50% of the revenue, and then all of a sudden, you need proof? I like that one, Larry. I like that.
That's
one.
how it works. Eddie Hearn is always assumed. Like I said, when you're an Eddie Hearn fan, because I don't know if Fox Strikes is an Eddie Hearn fan, he may be, because it seems like a lot of these people always get exposed as Eddie Hearn fans. You know what I mean? Because they get pissed off. You start saying something about him. You know what I mean? The moment you say something negative about Eddie Hearn, I get 1,000 thumb downs immediately. That's like, man, I'm saying something about the promoter, not the fighter. Nope, you can't say nothing wrong.
Shit.
Master Eddie Hearn. I want to be Eddie Hearn. Either some of them want to be him, some of them want to be with them. You know what I mean? Suspect. Just saying, man. I just want to put that out there. There's some moist dudes out there.
So look, Callie, what you want to? So wrapping this show up, man, because I was only gonna do a quick little live because I gotta go home. But wrapping this show up, man. What's some of your closing remarks, man? You know, about the whole Eddie Hearn situation, man. You just want a fair shake? How you want it to go down, man?
I know it's not going to be a fair shake. This is how I want it, but I want them to accept the $50 million offer. I know that's not going to happen because Eddie Hearn is a control freak. He wants to be in control of the whole situation. He wants to be able to rob Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua. I know that a lot of you Eddie Hearn fans don't want to hear that, but he doesn't want Eddie Hearn. He doesn't want AJ in the negotiation room. So that's suspect to me. I want Anthony Joshua in the room so he can let Shelly Finkel and Al Heyman let him see the books. And matter of fact, maybe
shout out Ronald Finkley in the building. He says, smash that like and bang, Core Elite Boxing, my bro and sis. He says we lit. He says shout out to my commentary boxing live brothers. Let's go in my Dillian White voice. Apple juice.
Let's go. And it's funny how Dillian White was like, wow, then let's go. How about Luis Ortiz? Man, that's some bullshit, man. Yeah. That's some bullshit. That's so fucked up, man. But I thought you said he was an old man. Remember, he's an older man. He's a 1,000-year-old man.
Fox Strike says it's not about fame. Fox Strike says it's not about fame. It's about being able to expose like the rest. If this were some guy named Aram hiding behind the scenes, we get on his ass. He says, Fox Strikes, but don't question the guy who hides from the camera.
Exactly, man. Al Heyman never says anything.
What up, World Breaker? What up, Ronald Finkley?
Let me say this about, because for people that trash Al Heyman, when you want to say question Al Heyman, you never see any of his fighters talking bad about him. Matter of fact, Abner Mares and Leo Santa Cruz, they came over from Golden Boy Promotions. And the first thing they said, man, we were starving over there, man. We hardly getting, man, at times we struggled to get groceries. We couldn't even buy a house. we signed with Al Heyman, we were able to buy a house.
Who
Listen to
said
that.
that?
Abner Mares said that. He
Oh,
said, "Man, I never had a house until I signed with Al Heyman."
wow.
With Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, Golden Boy Promotions. He signed
Ah,
with Al Heyman, and he starts getting paid, and he's able to buy a house, and his family's able to live comfortably. Just saying that, man.
ooh,
His fighters complain about him. Not even the ones from the UK. Have you noticed though? Even the ones that Al Heyman fighters who signed with Eddie Hearn, they never dropped Al Heyman as their manager. Think
nope.
about that. Just that's food for thought.
And
So
even and
today,
even and even the ones like James DeGale that left, he actually came back though after losing. And
right.
Al Heyman took him back.
Yeah, man. It's like I try to tell people, man. Al
So my
Heyman
close,
very nice. He overpays his fighters.
so my closing remarks on the show, man. I appreciate everybody watching. This was gonna be like a spot up show. I will be going live tomorrow at around 8:30, 9 o'clock. 9 for sure, probably. Callie gonna probably be here with me again, man. And yeah, man. Say any of your last remarks, Callie. We're ready to head out.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Every man, thanks for allowing me on your platform, man, and I appreciate you every time, man. And we got another. I think we got some more fights coming up this weekend. Matter of fact, we got to
Woo!
go live on Friday because Ryan Garcia fights Friday night.
Oh yeah, man. You
Yeah,
know
so
that it's gonna be live.
yeah, so we know that Ryan Garcia's had very interesting things to say about Triple G. You know what I mean? And
Oh yeah.
Sanchez himself. So we're gonna have to go into that. Maybe do a pre-fight stream or something like that on Thursday or
Oh
something.
yeah. Oh yeah. Well,
So
you know the show Thursday at 8 o'clock, y'all. That's for sure. But tomorrow I'm gonna do another live show tomorrow, like around 8:30 or 9. Me and Callie gonna probably jump back on and do another live show and probably have some other guests. And yeah, man, Thursday for sure though, y'all. Thursday for sure at around 8 p.m., y'all. That's gonna be my show every single Thursday, y'all, at 8 p.m., y'all.
hey, so hit your notification button, man. Subscribe, hit the notification button so you can be notified when the stream goes up.
Yeah.
That's the best way to do it.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, this is Corey Lee Boxing and Cali Enigma, man. Peace.
Peace.